Hey, what's going on, guys? chromakey here. In this video I'd like to demonstrate the essential steps in order to distinguish the foreground from the background in the real time using the web camera without any chroma keys or the green patterns behind you. So if you have a look at my background, there is just a regular wall, nothing special really. And if you're interested, let's actually have a look at how things work. Okay, so I will demonstrate the steps being taken one by one just to give an overall conceptual idea of how it works, and for those interested you will be able to have a look at the source code. Despite the fact that the result doesn't really look that impressive, still I believe really lots of interesting things from the code perspective, and some common techniques might have been found here, so I think it's worth of sharing. So the very initial thing we can have a look at is the bare frame. So we start from the bare web camera view. I'm sorry I didn't set up the resolution properly, so that's the reason why the camera is a little bit laggy. Okay, so the second step is to convert the image to the grayscale. So here's how it looks like. Okay, nothing special, just the grayscaled image. Okay, the next thing is to extract the edges, and now things are getting really interesting. So if I just display the edges, we'll see this bare edge view. So the idea is very simple. So you can see like this edge distinguishes the foreground and the background. I'll better show you this with my mouth. So everything that goes inside of this line should be treated as the foreground, and everything outside of this kind of line should be treated as the background. So that's kind of the simple idea. The next thing, we need to mask the background, so the internal part should become white while the external part should be black. And also we can smooth the mask a little bit. So here we have a few lines of code to smooth the mask using the various various blurs. Okay, so let me just comment out this masking stuff here, and let's have a look at the very initial mask that we have. Okay, so this is the initial mask, so nothing special really. So as I've been describing, everything that goes like inwards should be white, everything that goes outwards should be black. Now all the black stuff should be replaced with the background image, and here the white part should be replaced with the actual frame from the web camera. So let's go for so blending the web camera view and the foreground image. So now we should see, okay, so now my face is blended inside, so instead of just the bare white space we see our web camera view here. Okay, and another interesting thing to consider, so this inverse mask allows to combine the background image, which is just an image from, it's just an image, right? So let me demonstrate you this as well. So let's have a look at the inverse. Originally it's just a white pattern. Okay, so then we need to inverse it, hence the name. So here is how the inverse pattern looks like. Okay, the next thing to consider, we want to put a background image on it. So this is how it looks. Okay, and finally initially and finally eventually we actually bring all this stuff together and just getting back to the end result we had initially. Like again, so this is kind of from my side. Again, like the process of separation the foreground from the background is very didactic, to say it less. So it's really worth studying. Again, like despite the fact that the result looks awful, and it's really interesting to play around with all the parameters and things like that. And I just need to say that the way how the lighting works here in my room is not really friendly to this algorithm, to say it least. So let's say if you would be working with black and white images, then it would be working like a charm. But obviously with the complicated RGB noisy patterns, it doesn't really work that nicely. However, still just absolutely nice playground for experiments. Okay guys, so this is it from my side. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, and take care.